Hello, welcome to Toffee TV. This is Everton News Daily. It's the Premier League. It's starting. It's coming soon. It'll be on us in no time at all. And do we have any players? No, we don't have any players. But again, we are linked with lots and lots of players. Let's just get on to who we've been linked with straight away. Bruno Martins Indy. There's a name. The Porto defender is being linked with Everton. I think he's been linked with us a few times, but obviously with only a week to the season go, it feels like there's a need to get players in as quickly as we possibly can. Please get them in as fast as we can because we need them. He's a player we've been linked with today. Obviously, there's rumours of John Stones rumble on, but regardless of that, I think we need defenders anyway. I think we still look very very shaky at centre back. Obviously, Phil Jagielka still come back from injury. Obviously, made an appearance, second half appearance on Saturday against Espanyol. Um, John Stones, obviously, Funes Mori, I still think looks very very shaky, and yeah, I think we need a really really good centre back in. Ashley Williams, obviously. How long does it take Everton to fire up the fax machine to send over a bid for the player? I don't know, but if we're going to get him in. But obviously, Bruno Martins Indy has been linked today. Imagine having that on the back of your shirt. One of the things that come out of the weekend was the manager, Ronald Koeman, saying that Everton were not nasty enough. He said that the team are just not aggressive enough, just don't get around the pitch and make it tough for opposition. You know, he said that's one of the reasons he brought Guy in, because he was one of those players who will get in people's faces. Now, yes, Saturday Guy gave away a penalty in his first performance for Everton, but you could see that he was the type of player he was talking about, a player who will snap at people's heels, get around the pitch, get nasty. I think that's something, obviously, in the Roberto Martinez era that we have lost massively. A player that would get about, be nasty, snap at people's heels. It's just not there. It's just something we just don't have in the team at the moment. So I made up. He wants that. I made up. He wants us to be a little bit nasty, a little bit horrible. It's something that we did lose in the Roberto Martinez era, clearly. So let's hope. Let's hope he has that. Let's hope he wants that. Let's hope he finds more of that. Let's hope he finds more of that in the players he's already got. Obviously, someone like Mo Besic, we had it, but well, unfortunately, he's now out for 6 months. Could he get that out of James McCarthy? Does James McCarthy have that in his locker that he, go around, start snapping people, basically? Because that's what we want. So yeah, do you want a nasty Everton, or are you just happy to see Everton be, everyone's favourite team? You look at something like Arsenal; they've got no bite in them whatsoever, and that's why for me, they always fall down, basically. So it's something I desperately want to see Everton have: a bit of nastiness, a bit of snide, have that in the team. So let's hope he can get that. Romelu Lukaku, talk over the weekend, the saying today that Everton will open contract talks with the Belgian. It's already been spoken about, but there's been obviously more rumours over the weekend that Everton will sit down this week with the guy's agent, who is obviously over here finishing off Paul Pogba's contract at Manchester United. He'll be over here and he'll sort out a deal. Sources from London are telling us that he's still desperate to sign for Chelsea, but Chelsea have still yet to make a bid for the player, which is really strange, isn't it? If you really wanted to buy a player, you'd bid for him, wouldn't you? You'd think that would be clear as day, that if you wanted a player, you would bid for the player instead of just unsettling him, which it seems that it's what Chelsea are doing with Romelu Lukaku, talking to his agent rather than talking to Everton Football Club. So, as I say, if you're going to do something, go and bid for him. Otherwise, it looks like there's going to be a contract on the table. Let's see if Romelu Lukaku signs that. Chelsea have promised they will go up to amounts that are not enough as far as Everton Football Club are concerned for his valuation. The same as Manchester City have done with John Stones. So let's see what happens with that. Will Romelu Lukaku sign a contract? Do you want him to start to sign a contract? Because there's very little else going on at the club at the moment. So let's hope that can be done. Another player we've been linked with today is Samir Nasri, who looks like he's leaving Manchester City. I don't really think we need this player. 29. I'm not sure what he could offer Everton that we don't already have. Juan Mata, a player that was subbed after being brought on as a sub at Manchester United for Manchester United in the Community Shield. He's more of the player I'd like to see. Who knows? Maybe something could happen. Another player we've been linked with today is Joe Hart. Now I think we're still very much in the market for a goalkeeper. So Joe Hart, if Man City bring in Ter Stegen, or obviously try and bring Ter Stegen, where does that leave Joe Hart? And could that be what has been the hold up this summer, that Ronald Koeman's waiting for all these pieces to drop in? Pogba going to Manchester United could release Mata, could release Schneiderlin. Ter Stegen going to Manchester City could mean Joe Hart is available. These are the things that are happening behind the scenes that we just don't know about. Clearly, we don't know, and we're not going to know. So hopefully, I'm not saying something's going to happen. We brought in one last week. I think we need to bring in at least two this week. One being a centre back, but let's wait and see. Plenty of rumours. There's been rumours all summer. Listen, I'm as disappointed as anyone else. I thought we'd be talking about a video every other day on this, a player every other day on this video. I thought we'd be talking about players left, right, and centre coming in. But clearly that hasn't happened. So, which is really disappointing. Final thing before I leave you, because we've still got videos to do here at Toffee TV. We have just done season previews with Ronnie Goodless, number one. But who did Ronnie Goodless have with him? He had David France, Dr. David France, Dr. Evan himself, who was here in our studios. We did an hour with of brilliant stuff, previewing the season, Ronald Koeman, expectations, signings, all kinds of things we talked about. Fascinating as ever listening to Ronnie and Dr. David France. It's always a pleasure to have them in our studios, and those videos will be out during the course of the week. So the final thing I've got to tell you is we here at Toffee TV, we have a fantasy league. It is over on Sky Sports. It's fantasyfootball.sport.com. Hashtag Man Games. Our pin is, and I'll put this in the video description, and I'll put this in the comments. It is 8232084. That is to join our fantasy league on Sky Sports. That's the only place we're going to have a fantasy league where you can go up against other Blues, see who's got the best skills when it comes to fantasy football league. Get on there, pick your team, join our league, get on it. That's where we're going to be. If you're into your fantasy football, even if you're into it and then pack it in halfway through or just completely forget about it, then go back at the end of the season and go, let's see how I did. Join us there. As I say, fantasyfootball.skysport.com. Get on it. It's the place to be. Hashtag Man Games. You've all seen the advert on Sky. Jeff Stelling and all that malarkey. This has been the Everton News Daily. Not that there's that much news. The season starts on Saturday. Who's ready for it? Who's going to Goodison Park on Saturday? I'll be there. Hopefully it'll be better than Goodison Park on the Saturday just because it was rubbish. Thanks for watching the Everton News Daily on Toffee TV. I will catch you tomorrow, if not before.